Let's go.
No, we're live.
We're live.
Welcome.
Hello.
Smash Buddies, Trailers to Yachts, episode 48. Welcome to the new digs.
New studio.
Yeah.
Officially
exciting.
season 4.
Yeah, the start of season 4.
Season 3 might have been our shortest season yet because I think it was, 4 episodes, but...
I actually think we did a decent amount in season 3. I think season 2 was 10 episodes.
Okay.
20 in the first one.
Well, every time we get a new, studio, we got to do a new
Anytime
season.
we change one thing, we get a new season.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm supposed to restart the season, so it's season 4, episode 1.
No, I don't think
just
it
keep the
matters.
count
I
going.
just keep the count going. I think it's more for us than anything.
Yeah, I don't really know why there's seasons on podcasts, if they're all numbered anyways.
Yeah.
But it organizes them on YouTube, which is kind of nice. But
Very exciting. Do we have our first chat?
yeah, my wife.
What'd she say?
I don't know if I should dox her like that.
Well, we'll cut that out
She
in
said,
post.
let's go.
Yes.
Let me know if there's any issues with the video or the audio doing this.
Yeah. But I think that's a great place to start. This is season 4. We're now adding a live element to this. How is that going to change the podcast, and how is that going to change the content? Obviously, I don't think we can do any more guests, so it's more just going to be us two. But I don't know if you've had any thoughts on it about structure, or how we're going to incorporate the audience and how that can kind of fragment viewers, I guess.
Yeah, before we jump into that, I will say, for people wondering, if you're listening to this podcast when it comes out next week, we're doing our live podcast Wednesday. So we're basically going to be, when we record the podcast episode, we're going to be airing it live on YouTube and Twitch under Trailers to Yachts. But the episode, we're still going to package it all together, and then it'll come out Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube in our podcast playlist. So that'll come out Mondays at 7 in the morning like it normally did. But we don't really know how this is going to change our podcast. We're kind of here to figure it out like we do everything. But one of the reasons we wanted to go live was to add the chat element in. That way we talked about doing Battle of the Burgers of the Week on Instagram and doing polls like that. So then that was one of the ideas we had for the chat box, is opening it up during our live podcast to talking about what burger of the week we want to bring back and let the listeners help us decide.
I also really like the idea of there are board of directors.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if there's a way to officially name the chat box, but
I think when...
board of advisors.
So when we affiliate with either Twitch or we can get subscribers on YouTube, I don't know if that's a thing, but essentially once they can start paying us, we can have a pop-up for whenever anyone subscribes. It could be welcome to the board of directors with their username, and then they get access to all kinds of different emojis and shit like that. So
yeah, we got to call it advisors though, not directors. Board of advisors.
What did I say?
Directors.
Board of directors? Board of advisors. All right.
Yeah, you can advise.
What's the difference?
I don't want to be directed. That's why I quit my day job.
Well, you give them a title and they feel good about it.
Yeah, advisors.
Okay, board of advisors.
We'll let you guys advise.
Yeah, and then they get special access within the stuff.
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
YouTube, from what I heard, YouTube just started doing that.
Okay.
Like Twitch does.
Sweet.
So it's similar. I haven't had the time to look into it, but apparently it's set up like Twitch is now, where you can, I think it's called a member.
Okay.
So it's you're a subscriber of the channel, but you could be a member, and it's the extra perks, whatever that means.
But I'm sure it's the same on Twitch. If someone buys bits or buys if subscribes to your channel, there's a little pop-up that goes across the screen, and you can make that say whatever you want. And so you could do a pow pow pow, and then it says welcome to the board, and then their username. Yeah, kind of like that. But I think Twitch does it automatically. So that'll be
set up a mouse before we started all this. To be fair, we've never done anything like this before.
Nope.
We spent the last 4 days. I didn't know anything about Twitch, but the last 4 days we made an account and watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and now we're doing this live. So we'll see how it goes. But I set up a mouse so I don't have to reach over here. It was great. I left it over there. But it's fine.
We'll go to break eventually, and we'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
funny.
What are we talking about? Blue Jackets got a new coach.
They did.
That's
Bones. Coach Bones.
That's very important for our business this year, I think.
Well, it's like we said last podcast, 2 podcasts ago, our last solo cast is we have to figure out how to be a Blue Jackets bar. We like the team. We support the team. We want other people to support the team. And honestly, we watch the game every night in our bar.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to celebrate with when they score with other people instead of just being like 1 or 2 people.
You and Adam?
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, obviously it'll be good for the business, but it'll be good for my mental health. Like, let's go. And then the whole bar just erupts. I think it'd be fun. So I think we're focusing on how to get like more of a Blue Jackets involvement.
Yeah. And I went to the team store, picked up some stuff for the bar. I talked to the lady, and
A lady, not the lady.
I talked to the lady in charge.
Yeah.
And she told me that Audrey is the lady's like the director.
Audra.
No, she told me Audrey.
Oh, well, maybe that's how she pronounces
And
it.
I was confident that she was going to pass my information along. And then I found the actual lady's name is Audra.
Yeah.
And I was like, that lady lied to me. She was like, oh, her name's Audrey. That's the first name. That's the first fake name she could come up with.
Yeah.
She didn't pass my info along.
No, I mean, we can go a little bit more into this later, but I basically spent $200 on LinkedIn to try to message literally everyone on the Blue Jackets marketing roster. Be like, yo, we're a bar. How do we get involved? I didn't actually spend $200. I get a 1-month free membership, and I've already canceled it.
Oh, nice.
But I'm literally this whole month, I'm going to message like 15 people a day and just like all kinds of stuff. Either other business owners, other people I think would be interesting to talk to, all kinds of stuff, especially Blue Jackets and people like that.
Yeah. I don't know anything about LinkedIn.
I don't either.
It's
I
like,
don't really like it either.
The professional Facebook.
Yeah,
Kind
of. It's weird.
Well, it's not like people don't like post on there, right?
They do. They like, everyone's like posting like, hey, this is my tricks and tips for hiring people. And like, these are the 5 things. And it's all clearly AI. Every post is like, this, all right, yeah, you didn't actually write this, but that's cool. But that's basically it. It's like, hey, this is how you run a successful business. Which, stealing your idea, that's kind of that's a post I want to make eventually, is like a satire post about how to successfully run a failing business. And then actually go through like some of this. I think it would be funny. I don't know if it would do anything, but
yeah.
But I mean, looking around every day, every email we get from like 614 Now, Columbus Underground, how many restaurants are closing like a week? It's like 5 or 6.
Yeah, it was when we opened the restaurant, I think it was last year. There was like over 100, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Restaurants closed.
Yeah.
Not last year. Sorry, the year before, 2024. I'm not sure what it was in last year.
And I feel like it's more now. I don't know if I'm just paying attention to like 614 Now and like the restaurant like news articles, but geez, it seems like there's a lot.
Yeah.
And some big names that I wouldn't necessarily expect them to just be closing down randomly.
Yeah, it's not just restaurants either. Restaurants, bars, breweries.
A lot of brewery. Yeah, it's people are saying it's just people are drinking less, which I'm sure that's definitely a piece to the story, but there's got to be more to it. It's like, when you create your budget for your restaurant, you kind of have to take into account like all of your fixed costs versus your variable costs. And your fixed costs, it's like they don't fluctuate, too much year to year.
They
it's
shouldn't,
like your
or
rent,
else they're not fixed.
Your rent, you have like a 3% increase every year on rent. But like, yeah, you should have like your baseline sales that you have to hit just to hit your 10% for rent and utilities. And so like, I don't know if it's like rent is now too high, or I don't know what's going on. Or people's is it labor is like it's hard to find good help, and people know that, so they're demanding more money. So it's like, now is it just like, hey, the labor market is so much tighter that restaurants can't get away with some of the stuff that they were doing before. So now it's almost impossible to keep your labor under like 40%. I don't know. That's why I want to use LinkedIn and like start targeting people and be like, yo, what happened? Just off the
I mean,
record
they've
and
been
stuff.
saying people are drinking less for a little while now.
Yeah, but you go to like the you go to like popular bars. I was just at Roosters today. It was slammed. People were drinking. Like
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they're saying that for a reason. Sales are down overall from distributors and stuff, but like, I don't know. We don't see it in our bar because people haven't started drinking in our bar.
Yeah,
but,
they haven't been drinking.
But I mean, anytime I go out or drive by a bar, it's like bars are always full, and
Yeah,
good
bars are still open, and even some like not great bars, but yeah.
Yeah, there's saw an article. There's a massage place coming to Brewery District.
It's like
Apparently they're all the rage, whatever this thing is.
I didn't really look into it, but it looked like a experiential 3D massage place.
Yeah.
Lights, all kinds of knickknacks and doohickeys. I don't know.
Be interesting. The picture I saw looked like those Roman steam rooms. Where all the fat dudes are laying in the hot tub and they pull the thing.
Was it AI?
I don't know. It was on the article. I don't know where they got that picture from, but
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, certain restaurants are doing really, really well. They're expanding, and then others are contracting a lot. I think it's just the consumers being more discerning on where they're spending their money. Quality is more important, I think, now. And it's not just people go out to go out. That's not enough.
Yeah, it's also it's a weird time of the year. Right after Christmas, everything slows down.
Yeah.
But you can't really go into the holidays. We were hitting our, I think, record months the last few months before the slow season.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of helped us. You build up, and then you take the dip of November. And part of it's a slow season because you're taking time off. The restaurant's closed.
Yeah.
If you were open, you'd still be slow anyways. People aren't coming on Thanksgiving and Christmas, but who knows? If you're the only restaurant open, you might do well.
That's what they say. Thanksgiving Eve, you're usually slammed in bars, and I think this year was a little bit slower, but who knows?
Yeah.
That's the thing we keep saying is we're not going to really know our area because it's still really underdeveloped until 4 or 5 years until more businesses come back, people come back. It starts to be a hub of activity again. Oh, wow. Look at the chat box.
It's blowing up. Keg table looks great.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks badass, actually. I feel bad for the people that listen to this podcast.
Why?
On Monday, because they're not going to be able to experience the chat. But
well, that's part of the thing. You got to be there for it.
You got to.
Yeah.
And they'll know next time, Wednesday, 3:30-ish, if technology works for us. But
yeah.
Yeah, it's been an absolute headache trying to figure this stuff out.
Yeah, because you've never done anything like this.
No, I am not the person that should be in charge of any of this stuff.
I think you're just the right person. You have...
me and computers don't get along.
Yeah. You keep it simple, though.
No, right before we started this... everything crashed on my computer.
Yeah, everything.
And you asked me what's wrong. I'm like, I don't know. It turned off, but I reset it or restarted it and it worked.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think Cody's talking in Spanish.
Why is he doing that?
I'm not sure.
See, that's the other thing. The inevitable lulls in the podcast or the live setup. I assume it's going to be edited, some of this stuff. When we're addressing the chat box
for the
itself.
actual podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be some stuff, and I think that should be by design, that you can't get unless you're watching.
Yeah.
Right? You get
the extra perks.
Yeah. You get the polished version. That's a podcast. If you want all the nitty gritty with the warts and everything, you got to watch the live cast where we just say shit and put our foots in our mouths.
The unhinged
version. We talk shit about other business owners or whatever. Which we're
the best part is we don't really edit our podcast much at all.
No.
We pretty much do one take. I cut the beginning to where we start. I cut the end. Occasionally, if we take a break or whatever, I'll cut that little section out. But for the most part, it's we hit record and we wing it. But it's a whole new element when you're going actually live. You can't take things back.
No, it's nerve-wracking, especially when this chat box starts going. You see people in it. It's like, oh, shit, I actually have to perform.
Yeah, I'm not smart enough
I'm
to
not
be
a
able to do this.
performer. I don't know what I'm doing.
But if anybody's wondering, we're drinking Fresca today.
Fresca, I got some energy drink, or not energy drink. I have pre-workout in mine. 3 scoops.
Yeah, we're going through a sober period.
Yeah, and I'm compensating with my alcohol intake completely with caffeine. So I'm close to like, a gram of caffeine or 2 a day.
That's good.
Quite unhealthy. I've switched from energy drinks to pre-workout pretty much entirely. And I get splitting headaches at the end of the night. It's horrible. I'm going to die young, but it'll be a good time.
Yeah, we are not here to give health advice.
Mm-mm.
That's for sure.
No, but I feel great. So that is the other thing. I guess a personal thing we could talk about is deciding to be sober for whatever. But I guess everyone's talking about that. So
yeah, I keep running into people that are doing dry January.
Which again, people are like, "Oh, people aren't drinking as much. Alcohol sales are down."
us.
And then everyone's like, "Oh, you got to quit." Everyone's saying they're drinking too much, and now they're quitting. So I don't know what the story is there.
Yeah, I saw a random media clip. I don't remember who this guy was, but there was some guy on some talk show or something. He said the problem with this generation is nobody's going out and getting drunk. He said they're all too healthy. They need to get out there and be in the bars and the clubs and socialize and get drunk.
Yeah, no one's ever accused me of being too healthy, though.
Yeah, not even a little bit.
No.
Anyways, we're still partnered with Echo. It kind of makes me sad, but not the Echo part. It makes me sad that we're not drinking right now.
I know.
Because it's delicious.
We don't have much to talk about. I was actually going to bring in some non-alcoholic cocktails that I bought, but I totally forgot in my hurry to get here. So
yeah, we do have I was talking about non-alcoholic beers with my brothers on Snapchat the other day, and
Corona.
one of them suggested the NA Athletic. My other brother did not know what NA beer was. He thought it stood for North America. He's like, I don't care where the beer comes from. I don't like it. Like, nah, it's non-alcoholic, bro.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got to talk about? I was talking to my dad about doing this live.
What did he think?
I don't know if he's on here watching or not, but he asked if we had enough content to do an hour-long live episode.
I don't think we do, but we're going to try.
Yeah, we're going to find out. I mean, this is 48. We've done a lot of hour-long podcasts.
And I think it's mostly just going to be like, I have a lot of just recording and writing things down that we need to talk about. I think just getting used to doing that because, yeah, it's going to be hard to just try to riff that whole hour. What's going on there?
Codeman Stan said, this dry January idea was the worst idea I've ever had in my life. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. I said, I agree. But, yeah, I think it's harder. I don't know. I'm only not drinking because I want to get in shape. I just moved out to West Jeff, so I have my whole gym now. And I work out, and then I feel good, and then I drink. Yeah. And I'm like, well, that was kind of pointless. So.
Yeah. The sober life is not for me.
I'm turning 35 this month, so it's time to get my life together. Get in shape.
Yeah.
Don't hold me to it.
I won't. I know better.
It ain't gonna happen. What were we talking about earlier? We had the ideas for this live podcast we're doing. Let's jump in that. You had a book of notes.
Yeah.
Things you wanted to do.
I went through half of them already. I was not trying to be super poignant about it.
Oh, let's be poignant.
Poignant? All right. One idea I had. One was to wear a suit jacket because it's called Trailers to Yachts, and this is my yacht suit. So I'm dressing for where I want to be.
Comment in the chat.
I don't know if it landed.
1 to 10.
1 out of 10.
On the
what do we think?
yacht jacket.
In the nice little, corduroy pants. Again, if you're listening to this, it's going to make no sense.
Well, like aviators or sunglasses would have been nice.
I couldn't find any. I looked. Just had to go with what I had. We already talked about the board of advisors, right?
Yeah, board of advisors.
Okay. Oh, a weekly segment of shouting out local people who need to try our restaurant. I think the Day brothers are number one. Ryan and Jason Day.
Yes.
They need to come to the restaurant. Jason, we've already talked about Jason Day, the Australian golfer who lives in Columbus, who is a big burger fan and still has not come to our restaurant.
He could have done DoorDash or something.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't
rude.
do DoorDash. He wouldn't do that. All the way to Westerville or wherever he lives. I don't think he could.
He probably has like a assistant that goes and picks up his burgers.
Yeah, but I
him.
want them personally. Same with Ryan
Yeah.
Day. I don't think you're a failure, Ryan. I think you're doing a great job. You had a bad game.
Keep
it
it up.
happens. But I think if you had a smash burger before that game, outcome might have been a little bit different. What's the consensus?
9 out of 10 from Andrew Osborne.
Let's go.
Said 9 out of 10, only losing points for not wearing a yacht shot hat.
I have my yacht. I have my yacht shot hat, but yeah, I didn't want to wear it.
You should have wore the original one.
I
The
couldn't
sailor.
find it. That was another idea. I might just get like a sailor's hat, like one of those old school white sailor's hat, and then a little corncob pipe. I think it would look.
I got the
sweet.
pipes right here.
We do have a pipe, so there we go.
Hey, do you still got yours from the barracks?
Yeah, I do actually.
Fun story was that probably 2012. I don't know why, but we randomly one day decided we should start smoking pipes.
Well, I think we were smoking cigarettes, and we're like, it's way cooler to smoke pipes. Like, it was probably around the Peaky Blinder era, and we're like, we're fucking gay. Let's do this. Cut that. Yeah, that's not making the final cut.
I don't think Peaky Blinders was out then, was it? I don't think I was
think
watching.
it was like
I might
right
not-
at the initial
yeah.
part. And I wasn't
don't
watching it back
remember
then,
what-
but
yeah,
I think
yeah.
subconsciously it was in
It hit
like
all of us?
Yeah, it was just there.
Yeah.
Big part of Ranger culture back then was probably Peaky Blinders.
I do want one of those hats, though.
That would be cool. A little Bryson DeChambeau hat.
Yeah, I want one for golfing.
There we go. Another shout out, Bryson DeChambeau.
Can we
Where
call
are
it
you
a
at?
call out? We're not shouting out Bryson. We're calling him out.
What's the difference?
Get in here.
Oh, call out, shout out.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
you shout
care.
him out, shout out's like you're
I'm shouting at you. Ah.
okay.
I mean,
All right. No, I think shout out's like when you're shouting praise at someone.
okay. Well, he's a hell of a YouTuber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you're shouting him out.
Yeah, I think he's going to overtake Mr. Beast as the top YouTuber.
Bryson?
Yeah. That's my new theory, because people are like, the PGA finally ruled on whether or not live golfers could come back, because I think it was Brooks Koepka wanted to come back.
Mhm.
And they're like, yeah, you just have to do like a probationary period. You don't get a bonus purse at the end of the year, whatever. And so now all the live golfers are like, yo, shit, let's just go back to the PGA. We can just go back to where we are. And people are like, oh, Bryson's going to do the next thing. He's going to be going back to the PGA. But the problem with that is his YouTube channel is like extremely successful. And the PGA has certain like name, image, and likeness rules that I don't think he can have his own personal YouTube page that's not like directly affiliated with the PGA Tour. And so he would have to give them the money. And so what a lot of people are thinking, he's going to stop doing live golf, stop doing PGA golf, and just do the YouTube thing and make fucking millions of dollars that way. Because he seems to actually enjoy it. So that's my new golf theory of the week.
I think it just came out that he's returning to live for 2026.
Oh, is he? Well,
Yeah.
it makes sense because he can still play
But if
all
he
of the
can still-
majors.
he can do both.
Yeah, he could do all the majors and he can do his YouTube channel. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah. No, I think the Dave Portnoy's Internet Invitational like shattered YouTube golf.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
I'll
and
be
live
honest,
golf too.
I watched YouTube golf, but Bryson was the other guy.
Wait, what's YouTube golf? Is that like another thing?
No, just like golfers on YouTube. YouTube golf channels.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I used to watch all of them. Who's the other guy?
Rick Shields?
No, Hobart or something. I can't remember his name. Anyways.
That's a name.
Yeah, that guy. No, I used to watch him a bunch, and then I watched the Internet Invitational. I'm like, man, these guys are not nearly as entertaining as when you bring all of them together.
Yeah. And then they're all drinking.
They kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah.
And cheating.
And
There's
cheating.
a lot of scandals on that.
See, I think one day we have to do, bring our media empire into the golf sphere. I think right now we got to focus on hockey. But then we'll get to the golf.
I don't think anybody wants to watch us play golf.
You'd be surprised.
It would be worse than watching us on a live podcast. Believe it or not.
I totally believe it. I don't know. I'd watch this.
No, people have asked why we even bother doing this, and I just like doing it.
Yeah, that's really it.
It's nice to do something outside of the restaurant.
I also think it's a good, like a brainstorming thing. It's like when you just hit like a flow state in a conversation, you bring up whatever comes to your mind. Some of it's good, most of it's shit, but you know, it kind of just like decompresses all of your brain.
Yeah.
Does that check?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I got distracted and I looked at these magazines. I want to get one yacht magazine and a golf magazine. I feel like they'd be better than these.
Yeah. Maybe a hockey magazine.
Hockey would be cool.
Oh, we got to get some. I'll bring my bobblehead in because I have a warrant.
It's up there.
Oh, never mind.
We can bring it back down. Yeah, the set's going to keep changing, people.
Yeah, get used to it. That's another thing I wanted to bring up. Just float an idea by you. So you know how we get 5-star, like we get reviewed on Google and everything.
Mm-hmm.
One of my ideas to like incentivize our front of house people, and I don't know if this is a good idea, I'm just spitballing, is if they get a 5-star review during their shift that directly like references their service. Like service was fantastic.
Do they have to get named? I think so. I'll tell
we
you
could
why.
do that. Okay, it just
People
depends.
will leave reviews like 5 days later. Say service was great when I was there.
Okay.
So you don't know when they came in.
Okay,
So
if
they'd
they
have to
get
say that.
named. But then I think if they get named, then it has to be a larger prize. Because like initially I was like, all right, whatever day that was, they get a $5 or $10 or whatever. And then I was like, all right, we could do $5 to the service staff, and then we could do $10 that we put into a pot to take the team, like the whole restaurant out to like a Blue Jackets game once we get to a certain number. But if it's now that it has to be by name, I think it has to be like $25, $30. Because that's tough. That's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is I don't want our servers being like, hey, you like your food? You give me a 5-star, mention my name so I can get $5.
Yeah, that would be off-putting.
But I do like the
Just incentivizing people.
Yeah,
to,
no, I
do
like
better
the
hospitality.
like every 5-star review. The bucket, something goes in the bucket.
Yeah.
Fill it up.
And we do either
something.
we go shoot Tommy guns at the range, we go to the Blue Jackets game, whatever. They can vote on it, but something that everyone wants to do. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah. I
Then
like that.
it kind of like incorporates, incentivizes people and all that. We'll get our people together and talk to them and see what they think.
Yeah, I got 2 5-star reviews for my bartending skills.
I know. That's why it was like, that's kind of what brought the idea together.
I'm here for it.
And I don't think you do. Do you intentionally try to get 5-star reviews? No. What do you try to do? Just talk to people? What is Jared's service strategy? What's your hospitality mindset when a customer walks into the bar?
It depends
Okay.
on the customer.
Yeah. I mean, totally true.
Like when I'm bartending, some people walk in, I'll try to shoot the shit, and they're like, they look at me like, why are you talking to me? I'm like, my bad. I'll see you later. And I leave. And I check on them every like 5 minutes, make sure they're good. Other people that like, you can kind of tell if somebody is sitting at the bar looking to engage in conversation, and you can tell if they're not. So like I treat them differently. If somebody doesn't want to be talked to, I'm not going to sit there and bother them. You know, if they like pull out a laptop or clearly they're or reading a book, it's like they're not there to talk to me.
Yeah.
But I always just ask people if it's their first time and if
How'd they hear about us?
I don't. Sometimes I will, but it's mostly I ask if it's their first time, then I'll ask them. Or I kind of give them the backstory on how we started and just run with the conversation, chat it up.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty chatty person, I think, but
I'm not, but I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Like the other day, I had a customer. It was like Friday afternoon. Like no one was in the bar. It was just, I was trying to do work and some guy walks in and he has a very bad attitude. I could tell. He's just like, the fuck is all this? And I was like, fuck, I'm trying to do work. And you come in, but I'm like, all right, whatever. Reset. Try to make this a good, pleasant experience. So I start chatting with him, ask him where he's from. He's from Minnesota, in town working on like the data centers. So we strike up a long conversation. He's kind of cold at first, but he starts to warm up. He warms up so much that he starts talking about Tijuana and if I've ever been. I was like, no, I'm a married man. I was like, I don't go to Tijuana. Like, I don't have time for that. He's like, well, you should go to Tijuana. It's like, why is that? He's like, well, it's really cheap down there. Like, you know, $10 will get you like 5 times as much as it will in the US. I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. So you can get like hotels and like, you know, food's cheap. He's like, no, the ladies down there are like way cheaper. I was like, bro, what? We were having a pleasant conversation. I was like starting to be like, all right, this guy's all right. And then you bring up that. I'm like,
that's what he's into.
It was, and he kept bringing it up. And I was like,
Dude,
I
Tijuana's
regret.
nowhere close to here.
I know. And I really regret talking to that guy.
Yeah, all right, I was too friendly.
Yeah.
Are you guys on Facebook now? Friends?
No, not at all. But it was just like one of those things. I was like, oh, all right, great.
Yeah, no, the last lady that gave me a 5-star, she just, they brought up, it was their first time, and they just brought up that we had really good reviews. And I told them how I never used to give anybody a review. I didn't waste the time doing it until I got into this industry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it makes a huge difference if you have good reviews. So now I try to like make it a point if I go somewhere, and I don't really leave bad reviews. So I was telling her, I was like, I don't leave bad reviews, but if like I go somewhere and it was a pleasant, good experience, I try to throw them a 5-star review and help them out. But she went somewhere, I won't say where it was, but the bartender was standing behind the bar where they were sitting across the bar, and they were scraping underneath their nails with a straw. And they, like right in front of them, they're just watching her like scrape out the junk from underneath her nails and falling on the floor. And then she walked away, and they're like, well, she'll surely wash her hands at least. Nope. She was like, I really wanted to give a 1-star. She's like, even that, I didn't give a 1-star.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's certain people that are like 1-star mentality, man.
All the time.
It's like they go places looking
to
just rage out and give them a 1-star.
Or they like, I want to give a fair, like really
Detailed.
in-depth rating. And it's like, yeah, it's great, but it's also, you know, it's yes or no is basically, it's a binary choice. 1-star or 5-star.
Yeah, imagine having that much time on your hands.
That would be nice.
I'm like 5-star, 5-star food, 5-star atmosphere, 5-star service.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll leave a comment, try to name drop somebody, but it's rare.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it as fast as I possibly can. What else we got to talk about?
I have exhausted my notes.
We got our Instagram handles up on here now.
All right, people in the chat, let's see. You got any questions? Do we still have listeners out there? If not, I can come up with something, I'm sure.
I can't see on...
Oh, I do have something. So for the next 3 months, we have our Burger of the Week collab burger pretty much set. So Damien Fetty, some of you might know from our last podcast, 2 or 3 episodes ago, he came on. Local South African food truck, does Indian food, does Thai food. But he's basically going to come in tomorrow, and we're going to start R&Ding some burgers. So for the month of January, the month of February, and the month of March, we're going to have a Fetty burger.
3 months in a row?
3 months in a row. Yeah. One's going to be a South African, I think, a Thai, and then a Indian. So kind of like all of his specialty cuisines.
I'm here for it.
So that should be fun. We'll try to do more like content for that and just kind of like a behind the scenes.
Yeah. One of the things we talked about doing this live, which we haven't got to yet, but since we kind of boxed out our space for guests, setting this up is like having people call in, like Zoom calls and stuff. So having Fetty pop up on the screen here where we can talk to him about that. But
yeah,
maybe we'll have that closer to when it's time to do a burger. I still got to figure out how to do all this shit, but we're getting there. What's going on with South African burger?
I don't know. We'll find out. I know the Thai burger, he wants to do like a pad krapao, which is ground beef, holy Thai basil, and like red peppers and a few other seasonings. So I think that one will be good. The South African and the Indian one, I'm not entirely sure. I think we have to do one of his with the Penang curry, because that's like really good.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things on this truck, and I think it's very popular too.
Yeah. Could do that on chicken.
Yeah.
Do it like we did the birria where you even dunk it in.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
The bison burger's been doing really well too.
It is good.
Yeah. It's definitely different than beef. You can definitely taste that it's not the same, which I guess is by design, but
yeah. I was impressed at how well it smashes.
Yeah.
It's not everything smashes nicely.
Did I tell you when I tried to do Italian sausage?
Nope.
No, so I bought a pack of ground Italian sausage, like sweet Italian sausage, because I had a burger idea I wanted to do. It was terrible.
What?
Like it just doesn't cook right. No, like the way it cooks, like you know how ours has like that. The sear is like very pronounced, so that it stays juicy. Like all of the grease doesn't just fly out. Like this one was like a weird sausage flat piece of paper puck. Like I don't even know how to describe it. It was like dry. Just the flavor was off. It was just not very good.
All the fat ran out of it.
Yeah, so I'm going to put that on the back burner. But I want to try lamb. I think lamb would be a good burger.
Yeah, then we bring that gyro burger back.
Yeah.
With lamb patties.
Yeah, a legit lamb gyro burger.
You gonna try to smash it?
What, the lamb?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it will smash. No, I've already brought lamb in. It smashes beautifully.
Really?
That was from
just
Yachts.
ground lamb?
Yeah, ground lamb.
Interesting. What's the fat content on that?
I'm sure it varies, but that one I bought at Yachts, so like an Amish market. It didn't have any of the nutritional values on it, obviously.
It's just like lamb question mark.
But like,
most likely lamb.
Yeah. But I think it was probably close to 80-20, maybe 85-15. It might have been a little leaner. Not bad.
Yeah, why didn't we think about that when we did the gyro burger?
I don't think we were at the point of smashing other meats. I don't even think we had chicken at that point.
I don't know if we even tried it.
But we will in the future.
Do you think it'll be better doing that burger without putting lamb on the beef, just doing
100%.
straight lamb patties?
I did that. That lamb was not my favorite.
No, it was good, but it had like
a weird.
You had to cook it to the exact second.
Yeah.
If it was 1 second not cooked enough or 1 second, like it's fully cooked when we get it, but it could just like overcook too quickly. And it's kind of a pain in the butt to use.
Yeah. Wasn't great.
So it's like, this sounds bad saying it, but it's like lamb that you're supposed to reheat in a microwave or something. It was kind of a weird product to work with.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, you see the lamb on like the spits that they have, the kebab, the doner kebab machine, whatever they call, and you slice a piece of meat and it's like one thin slice. It was that, but frozen and stacked up on each other. So I don't know how that was all manufactured and processed, but yeah, definitely not like fresh.
No. People liked it though.
It was good. Don't get me wrong. It was still good, and I still use that meat, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just different.
What else do you want to chat about? How long have we been going?
We have been going for 43 minutes.
It's not bad.
Not bad
for
at
the first
all.
live.
Yeah.
So for Twitch, we got to do 40 hours a week of this.
What do you mean 40 hours a week? Streaming?
Yeah. That's how we're going to grow on Twitch.
So, okay. So Tuesdays, I'll go Buddy 1. Wednesdays, Double Buddies, the Pounder Hour. And then Fridays, Buddy 2. So we'll each have our own solo show where we do an hour. You think you got an hour's worth of content?
That's still only 3 hours. No, people are doing...
Bro, people are sleeping.
Exactly.
All the time. I see people sleeping.
So I was just about
and
to say.
They have 100 viewers on it.
There's like stream pages where I'm trying to like learn the ways of streaming. It's either video games or random stuff. Like I saw one guy was streaming. He's just doing like yard work in his backyard.
Yeah.
And
I've seen
there
one
was
where they
like
were at
300 people watching it. Now, I don't know if they're waiting for something to happen. Maybe they're just passing through, but
I think I didn't see any shows like ours where it's just like a talk show. Two guys just hanging out, talking about a restaurant.
probably doesn't work.
Maybe. Maybe
But
it's
maybe
just
not.
never been done.
Maybe, yeah. Nobody's been dumb enough to try it yet.
Some of the shows, man, they're pretty stupid. And they have hundreds and thousands of viewers, so I don't know. I think it's at a certain point, it's like, it's such a new medium that no one really has the eye for like what works and what doesn't work. So basically you just have to do it and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You try it for as long as you can and hopefully something happens from it.
Yeah, and this doesn't really feel like a chore because it's something we enjoy doing.
Yeah.
So it's like if it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. If not, it's just fun to do. But no, I was reading they don't know the exact number, but it's estimated there's like 500,000 new YouTube accounts created like daily.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there's something insane like that. That like I don't think YouTube is like releasing numbers, but that's something I was reading said that could be like 5,000, but that's what the old internet said. Yeah, there's like it's so saturated. People that think you're just gonna hop on and like blow up as a streamer or podcaster. Even podcasters, like
there's so
millions and millions and millions. Everybody has a podcast.
I think we're hopeful, but I think realistically it's like it's just something to pass the time, and you might as well do it because we have these conversations.
Yeah, exactly.
You just have to create content and see if people like it, and if they do, great, and if they don't, oh well.
Yeah, and like 40 years from now, we'll sit down with a bottle of bourbon and watch all our old episodes.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty entertaining.
And the number of people we've talked to where it's like, oh, how did you get like a big following? Like, did you know? And half the time they're like, no, I was just creating random shit. And then at a certain point, people like liked some shit and didn't like others. Yeah. And oftentimes it was not the stuff that I thought they were going to like that they liked. And it's just like, so you just have to churn through it until you strike gold. And then you repeat that and repeat it and monetize it. And
and then after you repeat it a few times, then nobody likes it anymore. And you have to find the next thing.
Yep.
It's always changing.
No, I really like this idea, though. We start our own class because that's where you make the money is courses.
Oh, yeah.
Where we...
Multi-level marketing.
Multi-level marketing. We tell you how to run a successful failing business right.
Yeah.
And that's basically, I think, that's kind of the crux of the podcast.
If you don't want to make it big, but you want to have a solid run for a little while,
yeah,
we're your guys.
We're the guys. Yeah.
Not the picture of success, but we're the picture of hanging on for dear life, chugging along.
Developing a moderate drinking problem, severe anxiety, all that kind of stuff, and not have a cent to show for it, which is always the best part.
Yeah, it's fun though.
Yeah.
You got to be crazy to get into this stuff. I'll tell you that much. But it is interesting, all the places closing. Going back to that.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to name any of them, but
Brew Dogs. I don't care. We can cut it out after.
They're already closed.
Yeah.
No, Brew Dogs.
Brew Dogs is a big chain too, so I don't feel bad. I feel bad when it comes to like small businesses.
Yeah.
Like owner operators. That's like, I don't want to mess with that because it's such a hard thing. But like private equity and
nationwide,
they're international. They started in Scotland. They have. I was on their LinkedIn. They have like hundreds of locations, and their U.S. location is not doing too good.
Are they? There's more in the U.S. outside of Columbus.
Yeah, they're all over. The Central Ohio is their headquarters for U.S. operations. They had 4 locations in Columbus: Franklinton, the Short North, Canal Winchester, and I can't remember the third.
They still have
2. They have the Canal Winchester one and the one in New Albany. So they have 2. Which what they were saying is they're trying. What?
That's not where Shawarma went, right? That's a different place. Smash and Eats, where he just opened, and a shawarma.
I doubt it was out of a Brewdog's.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere else.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so basically they shut down their 2 central, like downtown locations. Which Franklinton was a nice spot. I've messaged a few of their GMs to see exactly what happened, but I'm sure it was like a corporate decision that they just weren't recouping the money that it cost to renovate like an old building.
Yeah.
Apparently they put it on the market for $1.7 million.
For a Franklinton spot?
Yeah. Not a bad spot, but it's only 4,400 square feet. So it's about the size of ours.
Yeah.
Which it's more updated, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was nice in there. But I feel like that's something that we did a lot different than, I mean, corporate places are kind of like that where they just throw a ton of money on these build outs. Yeah. You know, they'll buy a spot and do like $1 million build out and it'll look super awesome. Like that place looks great.
Crazy cool.
But people, I mean, I certainly don't go to places just because how they look.
No, and it's like, yeah, you put $2.5 million into a location. So let's do a little bit of math. How much you have to take, how much you have to do, and how long to make that money back. Right. So if you do $2.5 million, let's say a good restaurant bar taking home 10% profit. You got to assume the first year or 2, you're probably operating at a loss because you're going to have more labor than you think. You're going to have probably your cost of goods aren't going to be super, tightly controlled because you're still figuring out like the area. And then from there, what's going on?
Oh, keep going. I'm listening.
But now I'm distracted. Where was I? So yeah, basically, first 2 years, you're going to lose money. 10%, like you're going to have to do $2.5 million for 10 years. Not considering inflation, to just recoup that $2.5 million build out, assuming everything goes right. And $2.5 million in a restaurant / bar that's 4,400 square feet is a lot of money. And that's not assuming like 10% year over year is pretty good. You're going to have slower years where the economy goes bad. The consumer's not consuming as much. It's going to be tough to do that. So like you're putting in a 10-year potentially to recoup and break even.
10 good years. Yeah.
To break even, not even make money. And then after that, you start making money. Most restaurants don't last 3 or 4 years. It's like, I don't know what people are thinking when they do some of this stuff. Unless their numbers are so much better. But I know that they're not because I know what it costs to like have good food. I know what it costs to buy good beer. I know what it costs to hire good labor. You're not like your margins aren't going to be much better than that. That's like ideal.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
Yeah, there's a few places that we've seen like that have done super expensive build outs, opening a location.
Yeah, I mean, I know of one that's really close to us that they're going to be attempting that, and I'm just like, I'm doing the math in my head. I'm like, it's a great way to lose $2 million, which is a good problem to have. But yeah, man alive, is it not a good investment?
Yeah, but there's some like balance you have to have. I think like if you own the building, there's certain like if you own it, it's different putting money into it than renting.
True.
If you're leasing a space and you want to,
it's an investment. Yeah.
Right. It's more of an investment if you own the building. But if you don't own the building and you're putting tons and tons of money into making your space look great, you don't take that stuff with you. Some of it you can.
Which that's probably why the Brewdogs were able to put so much, because they bought the property, they renovated the property, they flipped it eventually. So they probably recouped a lot of that money.
Right.
Whereas, if you're renting, don't fucking think about doing a big build out because you're just going to be fleeced over time.
Yep.
Don't let the, what's it called? The American, like the dream of it all, like overcome common sense.
Yeah. I mean, there was probably hundreds of things we've talked about doing in our space at this point. And I think we're good at like, we have these ideas of how to spend a whole bunch of money and then we're good at pinning it for a few weeks and then talking about other stuff. And then we come back to it and we're like, yeah, it's a giant waste of money. It's like bare necessities.
Yeah. I mean, that's where we're at. I think eventually we just have to purchase where we're at. Otherwise, I mean, we didn't have a huge build out, so it's not like we're tied to anything. But
Yeah.
I think if we actually want to make like some money, we'd want to like own the properties that we build out moving forward. Which that's
Ideally.
still something we're trying to figure out is we want to expand Smash Buddies concept. Do we want to try different concepts or what we're going to do? Get into wedding planning?
Nope. I don't want to do that.
I don't either. That's be a nightmare.
People do weddings at like Burger King and stuff. You know, Smash Buddy's wedding.
I don't want to do a Smash Buddies wedding.
You look like you're ready to
I'll officiate.
officiate the wedding.
I'd be a damn good officiator, but
We had some customers that did that, and they were like wedding coordinators.
yeah.
It was like a husband and wife team. I think they were from Cleveland. They were down here and stopped in. They hated it.
Yeah, man. The drama,
Yeah.
the people you have to deal with who, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, and everyone's spending like people spend so much money on that stuff. They want it to be perfect, and it's like the smallest thing goes wrong.
Yeah.
It's like on their special day, they're ready to slit throats by the trash can, like our homie.
Yeah. No kidding.
Nah, I definitely think at some point we'll have a couple more Smash Buddies opening up, but I want to dip into other concepts just because I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
I think that's our personality, is to do stuff we don't know.
Yeah.
We're not going to do the same thing 10 times.
Which I don't know if is a great way to make money, but it is fun.
It's fun.
It's stressful. It's not boring, that's for sure. You learn a lot. I mean, I think if we lost our job or if we lost Smash Buddies tomorrow, like we could be a general manager at like pretty much most locations, like other restaurants, and make decent money doing it because of just everything that we've learned. So there's value to it. And I think learning the real estate part of it, different concepts, different neighborhoods, I think that would be just fun to do.
Yeah.
But we need money. We do eventually need money.
At some point.
Yeah. I think once we blow up our media branch of Smash Buddies, then we can start doing more concepts and stuff. I think they'll just be feeding off of each other.
Someone wants to know how we got such nice beards.
How we time?
I said burger grease.
Burger. Yeah,
You don't
that
need,
too.
We should start bottling our own beard oil.
Just
Call
burger
it
grease.
burger grease.
Oh my gosh,
Smells like cheeseburgers.
that's a good idea. My wife loves the smell of grease when I come home.
Like fry oil.
Yeah. I was like, hey, I think I made one burger
It's
today.
like, if you don't work at McDonald's, but you want to smell like you work at McDonald's, buy our beard oil.
It's working class chic. That's what you have to license it as.
Person in Columbus, I believe it's in Ohio, or Columbus, Ohio. McDonald's worker recently was hospitalized after they dropped their AirPod in the fryer.
I saw that.
And reached their hand into the hot fryer to grab their AirPod.
That sounds right. You know, one of our employees messaged me that like New Year's Day or like New Year's Eve.
The article?
And he was like, when do you think that's going to happen to us? I was like, not until 2026 at least. Yeah. That's why no AirPods in the kitchen.
Yeah. I mean,
or phones.
Sometimes I have reflexes.
Yeah.
Where, you know, like you drop something and you try to catch it with your foot and you just end up kicking it and then it shatters.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But man, sticking your hand in a fryer.
Ooh, one last thing before we sign off.
What do you got?
This next Saturday, do we want to talk about it? Saturday night.
We can.
Letters and numbers. Have we decided anything on it?
No, I don't think so.
Then let's not talk about it. We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah.
And you'll get it next week. How about that? That's something you
I think
can look
we talked
forward
about
to.
it last episode and said we were doing it.
We gotta chat. What are they saying?
The keg table is a nice touch.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you, Mom. That's very nice.
Handmade. this morning.
Yeah. You got to post that video. It's a cool video.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's times when I
don't know why you don't post more like of that stuff. Obviously, it's hard to remember to video it, but I think if we're going to blow up our live stream, we got to start documenting.
And I did video that.
Stupid stuff. You did. And you were talking. I think a brilliant video.
I just haven't got around to it yet, man.
What were you doing?
But, no, I have boxes and totes of random parts and hardware from this whole 2.5 year experience. And we were trying to find a nice table, so I had this tabletop, but I had to find something to put it on. And I was in our storage room downstairs. There's an empty keg. I'm like, that's about the right height. But there's no way to like easily mount a keg to a tabletop. So I was digging through all my old hardware, trying to find like a strap or something. And I found these mounts for our kitchen. I think they're for our kitchen monitors.
Yeah, they are. So you can, basically table mount our kitchen display screens. Yeah. We don't do that. We do it all on poles and stuff.
Yeah, so
found the wall.
Found some mounts and they happen to fit perfectly inside the keg handle like they were meant to be. And so I built a table today.
Got some chatters.
Better than the Lightning McQueen table.
What does that mean?
That's what that table is. Before we had this, I stole my kids' table from the garage.
Oh, is that what this is?
It's a Lightning McQueen like pop-up table.
Hell yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
For testing purposes.
Yeah.
No, so we're going to cover this keg in stickers.
Mm-hmm. If you have any stickers, send them our way.
Bring them by.
Yeah.
We got our official Browns flag put up today in the bar.
Yep.
Brought to us by Elise from the Sunday crew.
Yep.
It's a dog pound or something like that.
Dog pound, yeah. Pound it out. Oh, we got to do another segment next time, Pounder Hour. We got to figure out what that is. If that's our rapid fire questions or whatever.
Ooh, yeah.
But I want Pounder Hour music, and then section. Whatever it is.
Like Jeopardy song.
Maybe not that, but something.
Yeah, like a
more dramatic. I want something like
intense.
Pump up, yeah.
Like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
What is with the game shows? No, something else.
It would be sweet. I want the lights on the ceiling that like.
That would be cool.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. You got any call outs you want to do before we wrap this thing up?
Call outs or shout outs?
I shout out, you call out.
I'm not trying to fight anybody.
All right.
No, I don't think so. How long did we last?
I think we're an hour.
Just over an hour?
2 minutes, yeah. So
I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, that was good. Good content. Editing's going to be hellish for you.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be that bad.
I think you just leave it all.
No, I pretty much will.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll let you guys know how this turns out, but
we appreciate you all listening. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us push the channel.
Yeah, here. I got a banner for it.
Yes.
Make sure and subscribe.
And I can't wait until we're Twitch affiliates. Then I can tell you all to subscribe with your Amazon Prime and give us money. I am so ready to start begging our audience for money. But
that is a very sad note to end this on.
Stay tuned. Yes. We can't do that yet. We're not big enough.
Stay tuned. Smash you later.
We're later, out. Taters.